Cristiano Ronaldo and his prime. His prime.
See the title? When was CR7 in his prime?
In his prime.
We should as hell don't know. But
Facts.
we're to find out. A player of his caliber. Just when, bro? When could he have possibly hit his peak?
So is he past his peak? If he's already been in his prime?
Yeah, I don't want to say nothing, and then niggas come after my family. So,
It's so
I mean,
crazy.
I don't know.
I mean,
really
it
don't
says
know.
when was he in his prime? I mean,
like-
listen, there's no way he could be as good as he was when he was 21, 22, 23 now. Is it?
Nah, like, I'm
It
not
just-
gonna say LeBron is in his fucking prime, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron is nice, but when that nigga was 21, 22, 23, niggas was wrecking shit. You know what I mean? You know, different vibe, but now we here. Prime. Let's do it. CR7.
Let's do this.
The GOAT. Or one of the GOATs.
A heartbreaking World Cup exit, public fallout with Manchester United, and step down to the Saudi Pro League. Cristiano Ronaldo's past few months are very much the lowlights of a storied career that the world of football will never forget. 2 decades in the spotlight, the man who came from the humble beginnings of Madeira went on to become a luminary for millions across the globe, dominating the highest stage alongside his amicable adversary Lionel Messi. Maybe the game's ultimate megastar, the Portuguese forward amassed unfathomable fame and fortune, reaching the peak of celebrity, but it's never led him astray, always preaching the good word of hard work with a relentless dedication
So do they
to his
have
craft.
interviews together, like Ronaldo
Much
and
like
Messi,
Pele,
like how
who
like
went to New
LeBron
York for
and
his
Kobe
last 2
kinda go,
playing
like-
years, CR7's recent agreement with al-Nassr
I don't know.
suggests his time on the pitch is drawing to a close, as the European demand for the 38-year-old has hit an all-time low. Currently midway through his 21st league campaign, he is best known for his trophy-laden seasons in England and Spain. But where and when did he play his best football? Breaking into
I'm keeping it a
Sporting
band.
Lisbon's first team in 2002,
This is the guy who created a YouTube channel and was rivaling who beat speed in 24 hours, bro. My first injury, I was packing it up. I'm not gonna lie. First time I tear ACL, I was like, yo, I'm not playing no more. Retire. I'm out of here. I'm done.
Wait, what you mean he beat speed in 24 hours?
Bro, didn't this nigga create a YouTube channel and get like fucking like
Yeah.
30 million subs in like a day or some shit? Like,
You got like the world record or something like that.
bro, he's like a demon, bro. Like, if I was him, I'd just start a Twitch. Fuck it. Or go to Kick and get that Eddie money. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even think Eddie got enough to pay this nigga again.
bro, that nigga Eddie owns Stake, nigga. That's an online
Eddie-
casino.
Eddie
That
do
nigga
got
got
a
it,
lot,
nigga.
But it's like, what numbers do I don't know, bro.
Bro.
He paying a lot of niggas a lot of money.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. He's paying a
But it
lot of
would help-
niggas
it
a
would-
lot
it
of
would-
money, bro.
It would help OD if he would got like OD. Like I'm talking about.
I'm not gonna lie. It wouldn't even help if he had Ronaldo on Kick. Niggas still wouldn't go to Kick. But this nigga could get that bag off of that nigga, though. Yeah, they hell
A lot
no.
of people would tune like he'd probably break the record of views.
Oh, yeah, on Kick, for sure. 100%.
You know, like
100%. There's gonna be a group of people that specifically got Kick to watch this nigga.
what?
His KCIP, his Kick partner program, finna be bussin'. His shit about to go through the roof.
the teen was a substitute for most of his debut year, but always showed glimpses of daring brilliance down the left flank, particularly in the summer of the following year when they met Manchester United for a meaningless friendly. The English champions were stunned by the tricky, pacey and direct youngster who saw this as a chance to impress, which he did, catching the eye of Sir Alex Ferguson, who went on to drop over £12 million for the services of a hugely exciting player. Having only been a pro for a year, the 18-year-old was flown to the north of England as the...
Wait, hold on. So the kid that's in the Premier League right now, 16, chef and shit. He was in the league before this nigga?
What you talking about, your mom?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to talk about him too. Yo, you see his chain, yo? Nah, he going crazy. But yeah, younger. Yeah, he's wild. I'm getting big bucks.
He getting that bag. He might be the next Ronaldo.
Fresh
Easy.
prospect of a European juggernaut, and after a superb debut, the hype built. Yet it became clear that in order to fulfill his rich potential and thrive in the Premier League, certain aspects of his game had to evolve. 6 goals in his first year, while used half the time from off the bench, was a strong start. However, criticism came his way for the use of elaborate and unnecessary skills, which was less accepted in that era of English football. Still, the season ended well for the Stars.
Nigga basically said, wow, he did a crossover and dunked. He did too much. You should have just laid it up. Pretty much what they said.
You didn't know what they had.
Crazy.
They didn't like flashy, basically, is what like.
Crazy word.
That's why they hated AI, bro.
Look, what a shame. Missed out on some good talent.
Hitting the opener into Millwall's net en route to his first piece of British silverware, the 2004 FA Cup, giving Ronaldo a taste of what he could achieve at United.
2004, okay.
Signs of development were seen in the latter half of his second year, bagging 8 goals between January and May, with particularly impressive showings against Newcastle in the Cup and Arsenal's Invincibles. Still deployed out wide, he was a traditional winger, using his lightning pace and agility to spin fullbacks, but enjoyed dropping deeper to receive the ball and carry it forward, helping the team move more fluidly in the attack. With Ruud van Nistelrooy as the target man, both he and a fresh-faced Wayne Rooney were expected to provide for the number 10, and Ronaldo was an accurate crosser on either foot, racking up 7 assists across the months, though consistency was the prominent issue. Teammates such as Gary Neville have described Cristiano as talented but frustrating during his initial years in Manchester, and despite improving, he would occasionally play selfishly and showboat, which famously annoyed the Dutch marksman. Though he had again performed well throughout, in 05-06, a handful of incidents hinted that he also needed to mature, especially in that summer, when featuring in his first World Cup. While
niggas wasn't telling Ron Artest that when he was elbowing niggas. Why are we telling him this? He just being himself. Let him be himself. Let him be himself. When Draymond Green damn near put Jordan Poole to sleep, niggas ain't tell him nothing. He was just being himself. I got you, Ronaldo. They on your pizzle.
Wait, hold on.
Let me unpause that. Alright, bye. We back. Let's do it.
Facing the 3 Lions in the knockouts, Ronaldo had prompted the referee to send off Rooney, causing English uproar.
Did he just wink there?
And upon the number 7's return to Old Trafford, he faced a chorus of boos. And ironically, it was in this season when the winger found his best form yet, thanks to René Mullensteen's inspired coaching. During a sabbatical-like isolated training period, the Dutchman had Cristiano's entire focus, so that through unique drills, the Portuguese troublemaker could become more practical. As a result of Mullensteen's 2 cents, Ronaldo returned to the pitch more concerned with the quantity of his goals than the quality, and therefore he became a better teammate, passing more frequently and running off the ball more cleverly. Instead of attempting a ridiculous long shot or unlikely slaloming run, CR7 looked to get in the box for the assured finish, and thus he achieved his best stats so far, converting over 20 across all competitions, including 3 consecutive league braces, with 14 assists as well to boast. Something had changed after the summer. He seemed more determined to win and would quite often step up in the important matches, winning his first 2 League Player of the Month awards back-to-back at the end of 2006, as Manchester United reclaimed the top spot.
Are we saying 2006?
European success remained elusive, yet after 4 years in England, the improved trickster was able to get his hands on the coveted Premier League title. And having proved pivotal for the Reds as their top scorer, Ronaldo picked up 8 individual awards for his efforts across the year.
He won one for England.
What was also clear by this time was Ronaldo's physical development. Arriving in 03 a wiry speedster, he was now a muscular athlete with strong running legs, broader shoulders to hold off opponents, and a significantly improved jump while standing at 6'1". Irrepressible in this period, he and United's coaches had formulated a supreme specimen whose physique and goal-scoring aptitude was wasted in the midfield, and therefore Ferguson combined Rooney, Ronaldo and their new arrival Carlos Tevez to form one of the division's most lethal front lines. The trio were breathtaking at times during the 07-08 season.
So LeBron, Dewey Wade, and Chris Bosh.
Aggressive and tenacious, thriving on the counter-attack due to their pace and understanding. Rooney and Tevez would interchange positionally throughout matches and helped out defensively,
that pass was type crazy.
Number 7 to stay high, as he was the danger man, able to win a game on his own.
Sweet.
The Scots' focus on Ronaldo was rewarded, as he produced an amazing output of 31 goals in the BPL. Able to score every type of goal, his training ground practice had made him a set-piece specialist who was reliable from penalties and capable of dropping jaws when standing over a free kick. Pursued by Chelsea relentlessly throughout the season, it was a 2-point surplus that separated them as United went back-to-back. But their battle with the Blues wasn't over, because in Moscow, the teams would meet again for the first ever All-English Champions League final. Cristiano's domestic form had bled across into Europe, bagging 7 goals on the road to Russia, often in the centre-forward role, and back on the wing for the final, he stole the advantage. Penalties were left to separate them, and it looked dire when he missed United's third. But Terry's infamous slip and Van der Sar's decisive save put Man U back on the throne of the continent, handing Ronaldo the final club trophy he was missing. It had been a tense end to an elite campaign of a star-studded team, maybe United's greatest side to date, with world-class players sprinkled throughout the 11.
That's why niggas fuck with United so much.
European Golden Shoe for scoring 42 goals, the most across all major leagues, and labelled the player of the season for both the Prem and UCL. He was quite simply the best player on the planet, certified in December 2008, receiving the most votes for FIFA's Ballon d'Or and World Player of the Year awards.
See?
Into 2008-09, he underwent ankle surgery,
See?
leaving him out of action.
What did I say? First injury, I'm out of here. I'm gone, nigga. See me later, bro.
You not gonna play?
Fuck no. Nigga, you see what they be doing to these NBA niggas? Yo, bro, just put me on a team. I'll be on a bench and just play the season, nigga. Fuck it. I'm gonna collect my ends, nigga. I'm outside.
For over 2 months before
nigga about to be limping by the time he's 40.
Devastating fashion as the champions retained the title once more.
Look at my son.
Three-peat.
Nah, KD.
Ronaldo was critical to United's European.
Nah, but he had to keep playing. He had an NBA contract. 5 years of an NBA contract, then you get injured, you can afford to retire, nigga, if you saved your money.
Arsenal guided the Reds through to the final.
KD could definitely retire. He's like in his 12th season.
Their special number 10, whose lobbing header sealed the deal for the Catalans, kicking off their rivalry. Yeah. Having established himself amongst the elite with 145 goals and 9 trophies from 6 seasons in England, Ronaldo was ready for a move, answering the calls of President Florentino Perez, who set a world record transfer fee in the summer of 2009, with 94 million euros to make him a frontman of Real's second Galacticos.
Oh my god. Just giving niggas 100 million.
Sporting the 9
Shit
in
crazy.
the famed white shirt, he and Kaká shared the immeasurable hype surrounding the Bernabeu by the season's start. But Ronaldo was the one to make an instant impact by converting 5 goals from the opening 4 La Liga matches and burying braces in the first 2 UCL games, flourishing under the pressure. Manuel Pellegrini favoured Cristiano as a striker into the new year, restricting his freedom but boosting his chances, and the forward.
Bro, he's doing an air hezzy. Nah, this nigga's different.
The contest ended in favour of the Blaugrana, leaving Los Blancos trophyless despite the excessive expenditure. Fellow countryman Jose Mourinho stepped in for the Chilean, and club legend Raul retired, handing Ronaldo the 7, which reinvigorated him as he embarked on his most prolific year yet, netting 40 times in the league.
Wait, they don't retire jerseys?
Award and Golden Shoe again, with 53 across all competitions.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the year that was his
year in
prime.
a row, Real
I
were the highest
think we
scoring
passed
team in
that.
La Liga.
Nah,
Yet a
we ain't.
constant thorn in
He
their
keeps getting
side,
better.
Barcelona
Nigga, he won a
finished
chip
the title and
with
barred
United.
them
I
out
don't
of
think
Europe.
it gets better than
With
that.
the
Look,
2011
he about to
Copa
win
del
another
Rey,
one.
in which
Look.
CR7 headed home the winner.
Shit, no. Against Messi's team too?
Adding
Nah, he
diverse
wildin'.
Spanish silverware to his cabinet.
He's
He
wild.
won the La Liga.
11-12 saw the end to Barca's reign in what the media dubbed
Wait,
the League of the
11-12?
Records,
Wait,
as
what?
Real scored 121 goals.
Bro, he
in the
scored
9
a
months
back foot
and broke
goal?
the 100 points barrier to secure their 32nd La Liga title. And as for CR7, his 60 goals that year helped him break Puskas' record as the fastest player in the club's history to reach a century of goals for Los Blancos.
Here's Ronaldo! Oh my goodness!
The team under Jose ideally suited him, with the emphasis on attacking
Unreal.
at speed, and, especially on the counter, the 27-year-old was hugely effective.
Drives in, right across the six. Oh, pure goal! Pure gold!
When another personally superb but collectively lackluster year for the club came to an end, Carlo Ancelotti took his first steps in Spain, ready to build his team around the master marksman, who had illustrated
Yo,
under
nah,
Mourinho
yeah, he's
that
wildin',
he
bro.
achieved the top
He's wildin',
stats
he's wildin'.
even
He
from
damn
out
near
wide.
caught that shit with his foot.
The
and then,
Italian gave him this freedom on the left side in a 4-3-3 formation, while Karim Benzema and €100 million new boy Gareth Bale took up the central and right roles respectively, completing what the media called BBC, Benzema, Bale, Cristiano. In the same vein as his Manchester partnership, the trio proved
Pause
their
that.
worth, accumulating
We gotta stop
97
making
goals in
everything
13-14
abbreviated.
as Real
Yeah.
fought on all three fronts for the continental treble.
Stop abbreviating everything.
Determined to get his hands on the big ears yet again, Ronaldo amassed an outstanding record tally of 17 UCL goals from 11 games that campaign, including a penalty versus Atleti in the All-Spanish final, which ended
T-Bo, you
4-1
just keep-
after extra time, making Real Madrid the first side to ever win 10 European Cups.
Nigga just won
La Decima.
again.
After Messi's 4-year
Damn.
run, Ronaldo reclaimed the Ballon d'Or for 2013, ending the year with 69
4-year
goals in
run?
59 appearances, before getting it again the ensuing year, midway through the 14-15
So
season.
14
by the
and
end of which
15
had
he got.
again eclipsed himself, 48 goals from 35 league games, setting a new personal best of 61 goals in all that year.
We're
As
too bro, he
Ronaldo-
didn't tell us what his prime was yet.
Wait, so for my people in chat, is the Ballon d'Or like the league MVP? Or is that like the Bill Russell Award? Like finals playoff MVP? We need to know this.
They might not even know who Bill Russell is.
That's a sad case, but I don't blame niggas though, cause I don't know 99.9% of people on this field right now. I know one person on this field, so I give y'all that.
So entered his 30s.
Come on,
he
bro, you
adapted
know what that
his
is right
style
there.
and
Who,
became less
15?
of a runner,
I
averaging
couldn't
fewer
even
cards
come up with a
per
name.
game
Sex.
as a way of
Oh.
preserving
I heard
himself while
shit.
aging. Less involved in the
Ooh.
build-up, he was left to do what he does best: score
They got niggas
goals,
balling
gradually
and shit.
moving inwards from the wing and higher up the pitch, often their most advanced man. Averaging a goal a game in this 3-year period, the number 7 was
A
part of a
goal a
legendary
game?
outfit.
Do you
who
know how
became
my
the first
parlay
and
would've
only
looked?
team in the Champions League era to win 3
A
titles in
goal
a
a
row:
game, bro. That's
2016, 2017, and 2018. The first to ever appear on the score sheet in 3 separate finals,
That's tough, though.
Ronaldo became the all-time top scorer in the UCL and overtook Jimmy Greaves as the most prolific in the top 5 European leagues. Spending 6 straight seasons at the peak of the Champions League scoring charts, he also lifted his 4th and 5th Golden Balls back-to-back, equaling Messi's total. In 8 dream-worthy seasons at the Bernabeu, Ronaldo had won La Liga twice, the Copa del Rey and Super Cup a couple of times each, the Club World Cup 3 times, and the Champions League on no less than 4 occasions. In one of the world's most competitive divisions, he achieved a positive goal-to-game ratio, winning 3 Pichichis and Golden Shoes each to establish himself as one of the
He won
very
3, but
best
what?
to ever play the game.
Yeah.
And Golden Divisions, he achieved a positive goal-to-game ratio, winning 3 Pichichis and Golden Shoes each to establish himself as one of the very best to ever play the game. Accomplishing quite literally everything with Real, it was time to move on, venturing into a new country as the most expensive ever transfer to an Italian team, putting pen to paper
You just
for
said he had the
Juventus,
most
Serie A's most
expensive.
successful club. Desperate for the big ears, the serial winners had lost 3 finals since last victorious in '96, and the addition of Ronaldo was Andrea Agnelli's ambitious effort to return the cup to Turin. The Portuguese attacker
Wait, are these all in the Premier League or are these all different leagues? Because is this a Premier League team?
That's an Italian team. Hey,
Shit, fuck it. Niggas winning chips.
played in a variety of roles under Allegri
I'm about to
throughout
see.
his debut year, dividing his time between the number 9 role that he'd taken up since 2017 and his original spot on the left of the front 3. Allotted the prerogative to drop deep, go wide, or switch sides in game, Cristiano adjusted well, producing game-winning goals across the months to shine for the Bianconeri as they continued domestic dominance with an 8th consecutive Scudetto.
he won.
With 21 Serie A goals, he was Juve's leading scorer, and despite adding another 6th to his absurd Champions League tally, included in which was an exceptional hat-trick to narrowly overcome Atletico, the Italians fell short, dropping out to an admirable but beatable young Ajax side. Unfortunately, this summarises the winger's stint in the black and white, successful but not in the way intended. Awarded the Capocannoniere for stacking up over 30 goals in the following 2 campaigns, some of which were expectedly outstanding, his time in Turin was marred by the European shortcomings, slipping up in 2020 to Lyon, a game in which he scored, and to Porto in the next campaign, for which he undeservedly bore the brunt of the blame. The truth is that Juve were unable to recruit wisely around their marquee man, steadily declining from 2018 to 2021, when they ultimately conceded the Scudetto under Pirlo, a first-time manager. Approaching his mid-30s,
Damn, he
he
wasn't
slotted
ready.
away over 100 goals in 3 years for Juventus, and was far from a disaster, but nonetheless was billed as a flop by many, and after flirting with a move to their sky-blue enemies, he made a romantic return to Manchester United in the summer of 2021. His homecoming was widely publicised, with shirt sales inside the first day breaking the record.
Damn,
and things couldn't
okay,
have
so I
started
see why
better,
a lot of
putting a
niggas
pair
jack
past Newcastle
Man
on his
U.
second debut and saving the team on multiple occasions in the Champions League to escape a tough group.
It's like
Former
LeBron coming back to
teammate Ole Gunnar
Cleveland, bro.
Solskjaer was dismissed as manager mid-season to be replaced by
Never.
Ralf Rangnick as interim. And reportedly, relations between the German sporting director and Ronaldo quickly turned fractious, causing the number 7's drop in form. Enduring a 2-month dry spell, the 37-year-old bounced back and concluded the campaign well with 9 goals from his final 7 appearances, taking his tally to
Oh, wait, he
24
wins,
in
though.
all, the most for the struggling club in 21-22. Nevertheless, he and the club faced major criticism for finishing 6th in the Prem and going trophyless for a 5th year in a row, Ronaldo's first time doing so in over a decade. After much anticipation, Erik ten Hag was appointed, and believing Ronaldo wasn't the right man for his system, the Dutchman benched him for most of the domestic games as the season got underway. Wanting to leave Old Trafford permanently, he struggled to secure a move away due to expensive wage demands, and chose to vent his frustrations in mid-November to Piers Morgan. The interview went mega viral, and United terminated his contract within a week, granting his wish just a few days into the 2022 Qatar World Cup. A month after their shock
They
quarter-final
want
exit
that
to
heat.
Morocco, Ronaldo's agreement with al-Nassr makes his salary the biggest ever in football history, pocketing €200 million annually from the deal.
Wait, what?
The
Wait,
so-called prime
what?
of CR7 is debatable, as he spent over 15 years world-class, registering a magnificent output almost every year from 2006 to 2021, but statistically peaked in Real Madrid when more of an out-and-out forward. However, numbers alone do not define a player like Ronaldo. How I see it, the Portuguese virtuoso had different types of primes across his amazing career. The dribbling prime was seen between 2003 and 06, the early Manchester years, when a pure winger who wanted to beat a man with street skills and wasn't relied on for goals, still needing to learn the ropes of the Premier League. Next, from 2007 to 2016, came the complete attacker prime, developing from a selfish showboater to an all-rounder in the final third, who was more obsessed with his stats than anything else, making him a serial winner in England and then Spain. Transformed into a goal-scoring machine, he excelled as an inverted left winger under Mourinho and Ancelotti, demolishing teams on his own week in, week out. Driven on by Messi, this was Ronaldo at his most entertaining, still a swift dribbler with the skills of his younger self, but more clinical as the stats show. Third and most recent was his poaching prime, witnessed in the latter couple of Madrid years and Juventus seasons. In Zidane's team, the number 7 was the planet's best box player, improving his positional sense and link-up play as a central striker. Yet it's subjective. Whether you loved seeing him spam the step-overs, making the Premier League his personal playground, or breaking every imaginable Real record as the star of the Bernabeu, Cristiano Ronaldo has been a step above whenever or wherever he trod on the pitch, and is one of the few to have etched his name permanently in the history book of the beautiful game. What was your favourite era of CR7? Please like and subscribe to the channel, and also leave comments telling me when you thought Ronaldo hit his prime.
I'm gonna let AJ speak his speak. What was your favorite era?
I'm gonna say in the beginning, when he was going berserky and he won his first two Ballon d'Ors or whatever they're called.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say the beginning when he was like dribbling a lot, like his dribble era. You're talking about like after that era.
Like I guess directly like the 20 when he won that shit, like 2004 or some shit, 2005. He was first getting his medals.
2008, 2006, some shit like that.
Yeah. So that, you know what I mean? I didn't even know. Yo, in 2006, I didn't even know soccer was a global sport. I didn't even know people played that for money when I was 6. Like,
Yo, nah, that's
you know me, like, I don't even know if I was aware of even the sport at 6 years old.
But hey, they said statistically, Real Madrid was,
His best.
where he peaked. Yeah. So, but yeah. You heard what he said. It's kind of hard to define a player on their prime. So that means he made that video for no reason.
100%. And then he proceeded to waste 20 minutes of our time and then ask us when do we think, instead of highlighting a point in time. But it's all right though, fuck it though. Nigga said, where do you think you end up? Yeah, I mean,
Hey, man. We will see y'all in the
next one.